Coming into the 2023 season, many Chase Elliott fans, including myself, were very optimistic as to what the new season would bring, coming off of a championship that could have been season with 5 wins, 12 top 5s, 20 top 10s, an average start of 10.7, and an average finish of 12.5. We were very excited about the 2022 season, and we were hoping that this luck would transfer into the 2023 season. Despite not really being able to contend at Phoenix for that coveted championship, the second title for Chase Elliott, we were all still very happy that he was able to make an appearance in the championship for the 3rd season in a row. It was just a matter of whether it could be 4 championship 4 appearances in a row, but as it turns out, we would later be wondering if Chase would even make the playoffs. This is Seasons from Hell, Chase Elliott, 2023. Like most seasons do, with the incorporation of the Daytona 500 as the inaugural race, Chase Elliott's start to the 2023 season was a little bit inconsistent, as an early exit in the Daytona 500 and a 38th place finish mixed with a 2nd place finish at Fontana the week after to Kyle Busch led to him being placed 14th in the standings after just 2 races. However, the week after, just as we thought Chase Elliott was ready to go for the 3rd race of the season at Las Vegas, us Chase Elliott fans and the entire NASCAR nation received devastating news. Well, there you have it. In just the 3rd race of the season, Chase Elliott, while in Colorado, had broken his leg in a snowboarding accident, and his entire season had already been put into jeopardy. He would be sidelined for the next 6 weeks, being replaced by Josh Berry for 5 of the races and Jordan Taylor at COTA for 1 race. Following his return to the series, Chase Elliott actually put up some good finishes. A 10th place at Martinsville, a 12th place at Talladega, an 11th place at Dover, a 7th place at Kansas, and a 3rd place at Darlington. So, it seems like everything is going to get better, right? Well, not exactly, as just 5 weeks following his return to the series, Chase Elliott would once again be removed from the field following an incident with Denny Hamlin at Charlotte, North Carolina.
Oh, trouble front straightaway. Hard in the wall goes Hamlin. Chase Elliott.
Hard impact for Denny Hamlin.
Left of your screen.
The inside of Chase. Gets loose. You see him lift out of the gas. The flames. Crowded Chase. Got into him. May saw some retaliation there.
Or did Keselowski get into the left rear corner of Elliott there? Well,
you never know. No, as hard as he hit, you start bending them toe links and things like that. Could throw these cars around.
Well, unfortunately, in this one scenario, Clint Boyer was actually right about something, because Chase Elliott had been walled by Denny Hamlin for the previous lap and a half, and it seemed that he had had enough of it. Coming down the front straightaway at the Charlotte Motor Speedway, at the beginning stages of the race, Denny once again fenced the 9, and in a split second, the number 9 turned the car right, sending him and the number 11 slamming into the wall. In a post-race interview of Denny Hamlin's, he called Chase Elliott's reaction a tantrum and told the media that he shouldn't be racing. And Denny Hamlin's wishes were granted. After a day and a half of discussing among NASCAR, Chase Elliott was suspended for 1 race following his actions at Charlotte Motor Speedway. He would not start the next race at Worldwide Technology Raceway, better known as Gateway, and he would be replaced by Corey LaJoie, where the common driver, the number 7 Spire Motorsports Chevrolet, didn't really perform too well, but Chase Elliott would be back the week later. But Chase Elliott definitely had a tall task to fill. He not only had to prove himself once again to those that looked up to him, and also pick up the pace if he wanted any chance at making the playoffs. His next 6 finishes in the 2023 season were once again solid and consistent, with him finishing 5th, 4th, 3rd, 13th, 12th, 10th, and 13th. However, at Michigan, disaster would once again strike for the number 9.
A big wreck for Chase Elliott. It looked like the right rear had come down and up into the wall he went.
Yeah, you can see, watch how quickly this race car comes around. You can see everything felt good, and then immediately it went around.
And the bad luck strikes the number 9 crew once again after running in the front at Michigan, creeping and creeping towards that 16th place playoff position. In stage number 1 at Michigan, the number 9 blew a right rear tire and went spinning up into the turn 1 wall, destroying any progress that Chase Elliott had made in the last 2 or 3 races. But the 9 crew did not give up on this horrible season, and Chase Elliott put his head down and attempted to finally get that win and lock himself into the playoffs for good in the final 3 races of the regular season. Coming in second at the Indy GP to Michael McDowell and finishing 4th at Daytona. 2 solid top 5 finishes, but it was evident that he needed a win to advance. But while leading at Watkins Glen, a poor judgment call by crew chief Alan Gustafson led to disaster once again for the number 9 team and shut out any chance of Chase Elliott advancing to the 2023 playoffs.
Trouble at turn number 4 for Chase Elliott. Elliott is off the pace, and he's slinging the car back side to side. Chase Elliott has a problem coming out of the S's.
You have to imagine
may be out of fuel. Alan Gustafson said earlier, flip the switch. When you flip the switch, in reserve, we have 3 laps. They told him a moment ago, you have 2 laps, but obviously Chase Elliott out of fuel on the racetrack, needing a win at Watkins Glen or Daytona next week. Looks like it's going to be a must-win for sure.
And there you have it. At Watkins Glen, the final stamp to an absolutely terrible regular season, completely obliterated any chance of Chase Elliott advancing further into the 2023 season. The final 10 races of the season, he was able to put up a couple top 10s but never creep up into the top 5 following Daytona. The last 3 races of the season at Homestead with a 15th, Martinsville with a 17th, and Phoenix with a 16th. So overall, a mediocre finish to Chase Elliott's season, which is more that we could ask for compared to how the rest of his season went. Chase Elliott's final 2023 analytics are this: 0 wins, 7 top 5s, 15 top 10s, an average finish of 17.3, and an average finish of 13.1. These stats look good from the outside, but whenever you combine it with only 29 races started out of 36, it was evident that things were only going downhill for Chase Elliott. Ladies and gents, that is going to cap off another video here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I just want to get this out of the way. Huge props to Black Flags Matter and the rest of the boys at the NASCAR Weekly Podcast. I took major inspiration from them into this series. I enjoy their videos, and I look forward to making more of these, and thank you boys for the inspiration. So this is EJF84 signing off. Once again, thanks for watching, guys.